Hi, my name is Cynthia Hammond, and I'm professor in the Department of Art History at Concordia University. I'm reading May Sarton's Encore, a journal of the 80th year, which she published in 1993, 2 years before her death in 1995. May Sarton was a prolific writer who produced 16 volumes of poetry, about 20 novels, and 12 works of nonfiction or journals, of which Encore is one. She was very slow to get critical acclaim for her work, but many of her nonfiction journals have been continuously in print since they were first published, including Plant Dreaming Deep from 1968 and A Journal of a Solitude from 1973. If you read this book, what you're going to discover is May Sarton's very visceral and aesthetic pleasure that she takes in flowers, animals, and birds. It's also a quite detailed account of her struggles with her health. She's 79 when she's writing this, turning 80 as she does in the book. And it's also an ongoing conversation that she is having with herself and her community of readers about her journey as an artist. She's not writing this particular journal as much as she has dictated it. She suffered from breast cancer and a stroke, and during that period was unable to physically or creatively produce her poetry. It was a very difficult period. And so instead, she took to dictating her journals aloud, and these dictated books become a kind of lifeline for her and a way of her to continue connecting with her community of readers. And they're kind of like an oral history that she's gathering of herself for herself too. They offer a lot of insight into and detailed information about the embodied experiences of a very physically frail woman. But what you really come away with as a reader of the book, or what I've come away with, is a sense of May Sarton as a vital, politicized, self-questioning person whose great purpose in life was art. I'm going to read a quote from the book by way of ending. And she's in fact quoting herself in this passage. She's quoting from Plant Dreaming Deep, which is my favorite May Sarton book. In which she's talking about the importance of solitude for any artist, but for women artists in particular. She says, solitude itself is a way of waiting for the inaudible and the invisible to make itself felt. And that is why solitude is never static and never hopeless. On the other hand, every friend who comes to stay enriches the solitude forever. Presence, if it has been real presence, does not ever leave. May Sarton's Encore, a journal of the 80th year. Happy reading.